Morning. This wasn't planned. I just thought I'd come on my thoughts and perception of this virus that is getting on my nerves now, and I'm not even, after this chat, I'm not even going to be mentioning it again because, to tell the truth, I'm sick of hearing about it. It's getting boring, and it's going to be old news soon because I just wanted to put my thoughts and perception today while I was out in the world taking my son to school. I don't see nobody running round going, oh my God, the coronavirus. I haven't heard parents talking about it in fear in the playground, though I know there are people in fear, as my dad was saying. He was talking to someone the other day and they're like getting really panicky about the virus. You know, this virus like a common cold. Just like Trump said, wash your hands. Hi, Effie. Wash your hands. Do the things you'd normally do with the flu. The flu, I should say, because flu's stronger than the cold. Lots of people die of the flu all over the world, but it's not like they're reporting it all the time like they're reporting of this. So people fear because they're like, oh my God, it's so many people, it's so many people. Hi, Kath from Long Island. Yeah, it's the same amount of people that do die of the flu. I'm not saying it's not a real virus or it's not mutating or whatever. Hi, everyone who's Queen National Memorial Gardens, Gunner, Chris, Matt. But I'm just saying, I've just been in a shop to get some milk for my coffee fee. And the woman behind the counter's like, because the radio's going off about the coronavirus. And I'm looking at her and she's looking at me and she's going, because they just reported on the UK news on the radio that maybe people should start working from home. They're trying to crash the economy. People who know, they're not in fear. If you're in fear, you're going to want to stay at home. You're not going to want to go out. And yeah, you can take precautions. Like Trump said, wash your hands, be careful of big crowds and all that. But they're saying that, putting it into people's heads, brainwashing them. Don't go into work. Because if you don't go into work, things aren't going to move properly. Therefore, the economy may crash. Who would they blame if the economy crashed? Can't think who. Also, there's this big thing about people have been going on about prepping for years, prepping in case the shops close. I'm not in fear of that either. I've not even thought about it because at the end of the day, I trust the plan. At the end of the day, if anyone knows about the Q and the Anons and the decoders being autistic people look very clever people, look at things from every angle. Think of a quantum computer, let's even go a bit higher. That quantum computer knows every single outcome from, let's just put it out there, the dark side, the Lumafati, the deep state, of every single outcome that could happen because it looks at it from every single angle that could happen. So when I was talking about Back to the Future, it's like they know before it even happened. That old, what's it called? Through the Looking Glass. And if anyone's not seen the picture of Trump when he was younger in the military, I'm about to show you something. But let's just go right out there, portal-wise. So I'm not in fear because once you're in fear, it's bringing you down in that state of those maybe entities get in there because it's fear-mongering. I've just been watching Terminator last night. The new Terminator, well, wasn't that good. It says about quantum in there. It's got a time machine in it, as we all know. It's all the Back to the Future. And what time did they go back to in the new one? They were going to go back to 1997, but they didn't. They came back to 2017. Just saying. And then I've just watched something called ARES on Netflix about secret societies and this thing that's underneath, like this secret society place. Very interesting of how it's going after the people who have sold the souls. That's what it looks like so far anyway. I'm trying to find a picture. Apparently the Pope's been cleared of the carnivorous virus, but you're going down anyway. Hillary, what's going on with Hillary at the minute? Interesting. Right, this is a picture of Trump's military school picture. Now, I don't know if you can see anything in the background. I think this is on Jenny Hatch or American Prophet. See where it's ringed? It says, through this portholes. What portholes? Portholes. I mean, yes, it could be military, marines, portholes, but what I'm saying is portholes, time machines. If we know what's going, if anyone knows about, the Looking Glass. The virus is just a normal... Yeah, that's what I've just said, Dave. I said it's more like the flu, Like Trump reported, wash your hands and just do the normal things you would do with the flu. Also, Boris Johnson over here, who's a bit like Trump over here, they've just said on the radio, oh, yeah, you should stay at home and work from home. Because like I say, they're trying to stop we the people from moving about. So therefore, it strikes the economy. People know. I haven't seen anyone going on about anything. So Boris said, but they just added on in the news, oh, but Boris said, don't worry, I don't think it's going to be spreading that far. He's just saying it like Trump. We know. It's a fear-mongering machine. The only ammunition that side have got left is the mainstream, lamestream, mafia, media. So, I mean, let's just go and have a look at the news today on my phone just randomly. What have we got? Carnivorous. How does carnivorous attack the human body? We've got unsealing of the Vatican will finally reveal the truth about Hitler's Pope. We know what's going on there. It seems to have swapped over from what I saw before, but it was all the virus this and the virus that, and it's just a load of codswallop. Like I'm saying, I'm not saying it's not a virus, but it's more like the flu virus. Yes, people can die of the virus, the flu, because if you're older and say you've got a weak chest or you're not looking after yourself, 17 in the house, you're not washing your hands, just like Trump said, well, then you might catch the flu virus. But because they want everyone running around screaming, we mustn't go to work, we mustn't do this, we mustn't do that, everyone gets into fear. I'm not even thought about it. That's why this is the last time I will talk about it on my channel, and I won't be going anywhere else talking about it because I'm absolutely sick to death of hearing it. That's just my perception on it. And the whole thing with prepping, that hasn't even entered my head because I'm not in fear. Like I said, they know everything before it happens. So yeah, a couple of things could happen. The only way food, this is just me, I'm not saying it's the truth, food is going to go out of shops is when people do the whole Christmas thing. Oh my God, we're going to run out of food. So they put the fear in everyone, so everyone runs out to get all the food and there's no food left for everybody else, just like they do at Christmas. One day at Christmas, everyone goes out and buys loads of food that they never eat on that day. And all feel like fat pigs after because everyone just goes mad over one day because they think like the shops are going to run out of food. That's the only way the food's going to go is when people just sillily go and overbuy, because the only thing is, it's like me and my dad were discussing last night. Say in America, because America's massive, I think people forget how massive it is. If you're in America and you live in the country outback, skirts outback, and you have to have certain places coming in to bring food in because it's like a little village, if you get what I'm saying, and it's really, you have to wait on certain stuff. Yes, I can imagine that. It's all to crash the economy, as I've kept saying. Yeah, Trump said one day it will be magically gone. So I'm not even, but like I said, if you're in the outbacks, that's in every country where it is hard to get food to where you live anyway, because you live right in the outbacks. Yes, that could be a problem, and people like that would have to prep. They probably know that themselves. But people who live in towns and stuff like that, it's all fear-mongering. And I mean, what I'd rather look at instead of the virus, because it's a very close name when we talk about words, is Venus. We're all talking about Venus in the other realms, that beautiful star that is shining bright. Virus, Venus. Maybe they don't want us looking at Venus. Virus, Venus. Just saying. Thoughts and perceptions. Yeah, Christmas is crazy everywhere. Vertical farming is coming. Yeah, the vertical farming, I've seen vertical growing even where I am, and it's brilliant. You can grow up buildings, you can grow up everywhere. So it's fear-mongering. It's to get the people to be scared, not to go to work. So things shut down, like if you're a lorry driver, you're not going to, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're scared of doing that. Yeah, they're going to try. And they're talking about lockdowns everywhere. There is a few lockdowns they're trying to portray as lockdowns. And there's hotels in places and that where, people are on holiday wearing the masks. But they're wearing the masks. They've got to wear the masks in the hotel. Yeah, what do they do when they're eating? They have to take the mask off. So it's ridiculous. It's not going to stop anything. And there will be reporting around the world about lockdowns. I don't feed into it, especially when it's off MSN, because that's what they want people to think. Yes, well, Kath, if anyone remembers Q-drops, April showers, May. What was going to happen in May with the Pope? Is it this year? Because what's happening with Hillary Clinton? What she's got to go and swear on the oath now, the swear on the book, because she didn't do before. Ooh, he had a name, that Seth Rich. Know what I'm saying? Oh, when we look back at the Q posts from when Q first dropped, and we all look now, it's all happening now. Oh yes, it's all happening now. Like I said, I believe the only ammunition mainstream media have got, and the elites of the dark side, is mainstream media. That's their weapon. Firing shite out. Oh yes. Yeah, but the economy's not going to crash. They're trying to bring it down because Trump's brought it up. And if people are naysaying that, it's the highest it's ever been in American history. China have got to pay billions back to America anyway, so they'll try, but it won't work because, like I said before, they've got everything on everything. To me, they're just letting it roll a little bit to show the people they're sleeping what's going on, and that mainstream media get caught in all the lies, because they are getting caught in all the lies. So you have to show this evidence as well. The people will only wake up when they start to see the lies that they're getting caught up in. That's how you play the game. That's how you play the game. So just saying, I'm just being calm. Like I said, we're in the eye of the storm. Those that know are like, and the others are like this. This triggered. Oh, triggered. So, yeah, like I said, it wasn't a thing I was going to come and do. I was just thinking, as I was out there in the world and people laughing behind the counter where I go to get me milk sometimes in the morning or whatever, were like, have you heard this on the news? Everyone's like, people know. The real people know. The people who are in fear are the people who are too entrenched in the TV and believe everything the news says. But like I said, I ain't worried. I ain't worried about lockdowns and crap like that, because before anything really bad happened, boom, watch what happens. So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you ain't got Trump running around, saying anything. He's just gone, oh, it's like, come on, it's like the flu, yeah, to the doctor, he's like, yeah, just wash your hands. The guy, yeah, you just treat it like that. And then Boris has just said, sort of like, I won't worry about it, it's not going to last that long. It isn't. It's the only ammo they've got, people. Is anyone wearing face masks? Personally, I haven't seen anyone. Yeah, if I went to Manchester City Centre, I'd probably see a few Chinese people wearing, because they do. But I'm not being funny. They're putting pictures out and videos of the Chinese wearing face masks. They always have worn face masks, full stop, because of the pollution in their country. They normally wear face masks anyway. So, no. And the people that are wearing them, if there is, are just the people that are brainwashed at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? People, yeah, exactly. Not here either in New York. Calf there in New York. No one's wearing them in New York. It's bullshit, mainstream media. The only people who'll be wearing them is the people that are in fear. But like someone said, they've been doing it at hotels, yet the people at the hotels take them off when they have to eat the dinner. So, thought you had to keep it on. Hi, Donna. Yeah. Don't you notice that none of the officials in America is wearing them? Exactly. None of the officials in America are wearing them. They're not wearing them over here either. So are people like, scratchy head time, people. Scratchy head. It's like, come on, think, people. This was the whole point of when Q came out. The whole point of the Q thing was to make people question everything and research themselves. And people still go against Q, and it's like, hello, it's a tool to wake people up. There has been people awake, but more and more people need to wake up. It's a waking up tool of question everything and research your goddamn self. You know what I mean? Not, I've researched by watching mainstream media. I don't watch it. I only watch it to see what they're saying, because it's a complete opposite, or it's twisted. I mean, and don't just go on other channels who are great Q channels. Yes, there are, and they'll give you tidbits to go and research. But actually go into the Q drops and whatever little codes are putting in there, if you know how to read it, Go and research certain names, certain people of higher up above, and see where it leads you. That's what researching is. Because there's some people out there, I will say right now, that will think researching is just watching YouTube channels that know about Q. Just for example, on the Q thing, there's many different truthers out there all knowing the same thing. Some people will still say that Q's a psyop when it's like, hello, a psyop that wakes you up to question everything and research yourself. And we know it's all about the kids at the end of the day, because that's what everything boils down to. It's like, oh, because this channel said it, therefore it must be true. No, you've got to go and do it yourself. Well, if that's what you think, AUS, that's okay. I'm talking about fear mongering. If you're in fear, at the end of the day, we go on when we pass over anyway. So if you're in fear, and I don't have the fingers up to this world. This world's a very beautiful place. It just got took over by, the dark side. Not even the dark side. We've all got the dark side. I don't even know what to call it. It got ambushed at the end of the day, and we're taking it back. We, the people, are taking it back. Yeah, and the G5 thing, I don't talk about that either, because, that's all in hand of people know what it is. And if a switch can be switched, of a switch that made things good to turn it to bad, it can be switched back as well. And it's not that, they reckon it's not that high anyway. All fear mongering. Big yourself up in, your vibrations and frequencies, because we work off energy, frequencies and vibrations. And when you lower into fear, you can, I know this sounds mad, that's how I see it. You are letting in those vibrations of fear that will affect you and make you ill. Yeah, it's good if it's not working on you, but this is what I'm talking about. So I'm saying, don't fear it. Don't fear it. Just think, you can see it, you can research it, but just know, we've had these viruses out every so many years. Every so many years, Zika virus, Ebola, blah, 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 the Black Plague, let's go back and back and back and back and back. Oh, ending the world. Well, it's not happened, has it? No, and it's not going to happen. So, but like I say, if you lower your frequency, and you think about all these worrying things, because this is how fear works. You're either in fear or you're in love, which one you're in. Then you'll start getting things then you'll start getting things in your body wrong with you, your energy sensors of your chakras. You don't have to be into that, but that is what I'm saying. And then you're getting dis-ease. That's what fear does, puts you in dis-ease. We know how they play the number games, the word games, the spells. Dis-ease, and then you'll get a disease. And then it can go tits up from then, unless you realise, what it's all about and why the news is there to fearmonger. When do you really have any good news on the news? You don't. The only shit they put out, and I am swearing today because it's not for kids anyway, is celebrities this and celebrities that and Love Island this and Love Island that. Is all a load of crap. That's not good news. That's the only crap they have out, is celebrities. Well, we know what a lot of celebrities are we? Not all of them. It's not all of them. Some of them didn't want to do the stuff they've done. Like I said, just check out Netflix. ARES series about secret societies. I'm watching it, not got through it yet, see what I see, but I have seen a few things. Terminator, the last Terminator. Quantum, Arnold Schwarzenegger there talking about the quantum field and all that. Time machine going on. Came back to 2017. Oh, just saying. I don't fear God. I'm not religious, but I believe in a creator. I think the people who know what they've been doing, just like Roseanne Barr said today, and I've said this many, many times, for those people who knew what they were doing, you're going to be eradicated off the earth. I mean, the evil stuff, who have known what they've been doing and carried on doing it because they enjoy it. The people who are doing certain stuff and what we would call bad, but haven't really understood what they were doing, because some people, they'll follow movements out there, like certain things that we've had out there, thinking they're doing it for the good, which on the surface, that's what it looks like. But underneath, it's not. It's been pushed by Soros. But they don't know that. So they think they're doing the good. So that's not them people. Them people aren't going to be eradicated off the earth or burnt in hell or whatever you want to say. Not them people. They had the blinkers put over their eyes. The people who brought them people in, who tricked those people, the tricksters, the tricksters, who knew what was going on, the dark ones with adrenochrome and kids and all that, and have carried on because that either they got in it for the money and they're greedy, or it's part of what they do because that's how they live, them elite, them bloodline family, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it, because many different things, whether that's true or not, whatever. It's all the same thing to me. And it's their traditions, and that's what they do, and that's what they enjoy. Those people. Because once those people wake up who didn't really know what they were pushing because they were brainwashed, they will come to the light. And if you want to say repent, yeah, in a way, they're going to look back on what they did and feel sad, but they must release that energy as well. It wasn't their fault. They've had the blinkers on. Yeah, the satanic rituals and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Don't need to go too much into it, not feeding that energy. But that's what they do. So that's how I see it. Personally, that's how I see it. And I will not be talking about this khaki virus anymore because I'm sick of hearing about it and I'm not feeding into the cack. I mean, should we go and look outside the window right now? I mean, I can't see anyone wearing masks. I see nobody. Only the faithful will wear the masks. So, like Trump said, be careful, wash your hands. Yeah, you can be careful if you're going out in big crowds, as in someone's coughing and spluttering and you're going to get the flu. And if you're weak in your immune system, yeah, you got to be careful. That's like with anything. Feather dreads. What do you mean feather dreads? The fluffy dreads at the minute. I need to put some more jewels in, actually. So, what you're thinking anyway? Thank you, first month. Yeah, my hair's just, it's just stuck up today. I've just, not done much with it today. Why do you think Italy got lots of deaths of virus? I'm not looking into it, Dave. Have they or haven't they? Or is it just a report? Or is it some of the people that we don't really want about, if you know what I'm saying? I just haven't actually been looking into any of it because they'll say it's here, there and everywhere. So when people go on holiday, they've already said it's in the UK. Oh, someone's been on holiday, they brought it over here. That's how they say it's been contracted. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, whatever. Whatever. Thank you, First Munch. I just do not feed into it at all. As ever, they shove the truth in our face on TV shows like The Simpsons. Yeah. Laughing at as well. They go about their evil lives, shafting humanity. If only people woke up and cut out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people waking up. See it all the time. More and more people waking up all the time. And even the people who still watch TV, when I'm having conversations outside there in the real world, people know, but they still choose to watch TV. But it's like I said, I've just been in the shop today, been in the corner shop, and the two women there are like, I know, it's a load of rubbish, isn't it? They're just like that, the radio was on in the shop and I just went, did you hear that? And we all just went at the same time. Have you heard that? Like everyone's going to stay at home. The predictive programming is them mocking us. Yeah, but they're getting mocked. I mean, if you are into cute, doesn't matter if you're not, they are getting mocked. We've had a great meme war. Yeah, the Great Awakening. We've had a great meme war. They're getting very, very, very triggered. A great meme war. They never thought this time would happen. They actually never thought we'd wake up. They got that cocky. They thought we were all under the thumb. Well, guess what? We're not. They knew this time was going to come. Oh, yes. I would say watch the sky. Watch the skies, people. I've been watching Venus. Watch the skies. Watch Venus, not the virus. Watch Venus. You might be trying to take your eyes off Venus. It is massive. Everyone worldwide's talking about it. I've been in very many chats and people in chat are going, what's that star? Is it? I'm like, it's Venus. What does the Venus represent, the energy? Love. How could they change it down on Earth here, as above, so below? Let's call it a virus. I'm just saying this is how I work with stuff. Yeah, they mark the hoaxes with 333 because 333 is a master number. It's not a good or bad number, it's just a master number. I could write 333 in my head now and take the mick, and everyone would think I was part of the Loomba Donkey. It isn't, it's just a master number. It's number 6. 333 is 369. It's a master number. It means it holds power at the end of the day. So, yeah, but that's all good. So who have we got in? We've got, yeah, that star has never been that. Exactly. I've been saying the same film, Michael. That star has never been so bright. So I know there's good ass stuff going on because that star is shining its light. Go out and look at that at night. Draw the energy in. That is so, so shiny. Yeah, the 3 is exactly the Trinity. So who have we got in? Effie. And if you've not seen it, I don't know how you've not seen it. It's gorgeous. United we stand, exactly. Whoop, whoop. If you go back to the beginning of Q, you'll see what's happening now. Hillary Clinton. Are you going down? You ain't running for no president with Big Mike. You can try. Ain't happening. You gotta swear. You gotta swear on the oath, the book, whatever you do. Just let me see. If. Oh, Oprah Winfrey falls on stage. Let's have a look at this because we all know she ain't good. It's all about balance. This, my dad sent me this OER. Maybe she's got coronavirus. Ooh, I haven't seen this.
Wellness to me means all things in balance, and balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times. Choose.
That was Oprah Winfrey talking about balance and then falls off balance because we all know what side you've been playing. Don't we? Or should I do that? We all know. People think she's good because she talks about the law of attraction and balance and this, that, and the other. Remember what Trump said? For those that know, no. Just saying. So who have we got in? Effie, First Munch, Donna, Gilbert, Dave, Elmo, sorry, Bonnie, Cassie, I think it was National Memorial Gardens earlier on, Joe, AUS, Kath, who else? Maria, and I haven't gone right up to the top. And Memory Bubble's in, yay! Yes, I did hear that the corona is in Bury in Manchester. So they said, what, the flu? I said, I'm sick of talking about it. In National Memorial Gardens. I know I heard that. I was like that on the news. I was like that going, yeah, oh, someone's got the flu. Oh, you just have to be careful, don't you? You know, dose yourself up with some good stuff and you'll be fine. Was it an old person? Do you know what I mean? I just do not feed into the energy of that frequency that they're trying to admit through their little weapon called MSM. That book over there, there's a blue one over there called Blue. I haven't read it yet. Blue Water. We know water can affect us because it affects your waterly bodies. Put some intentions on some nice water and then drink it. Let's random. And I just found a book as well. This is weird. Well, it's not weird. I've just been talking about Venus and I said to Tapper the other day, I got this old book, yeah. You'll never guess what it's called. I thought, what is this book? Why did I get it? I don't even know why I got it. Guess what it's called? The Delta of Venus. Oh, I mean, what? And it's a diary apparently, and it's old, it's yellow, and I'm like, what was this book? Why did I get this book? So I don't even know what it's about. Oh, I actually don't know what it's about. But just saying. Synchronicities and all. This says, there's something about water that draws and fascinates us. No wonder it's the most omnipresent. There's that word again. Do you remember when I woke up and I was like, I've just had this word in, omnipresent. Omnipresent substance on earth. And along with the air, the primary ingredient for supporting life, air, the living waters, whatever. That's how I sort of see it. Life as we know it, from far, far outside our, I'll say realm, appears like a blue marble. From deep inside, we ourselves are 3/4 H2O. We are the forefront of a wave of neuroscience, evolutionary, biologically and medical research that is illuminating the physiology and brain process that underline our transformative connection to water. Be like water. Dr. Emoto also did the experiments on water. Drawing upon this breakthrough science as well as compelling personal stories from top athletes, leading scientists, military veterans, and gifted artists, Wallace J. Nichols shows precisely how approximately to water can improve creativity, obviously, health and professional success, and reinforce our connection to the natural world and each other. So what I'm saying is, drink more water, people. Stick some intentions on it and drink more water. And then it says, Nicholas insists on a more experiential brand of activism, encouraging individuals to encounter the oceans directly in order to build personal and emotional connections to get their feet wet. And then it says GQ at the bottom. And that's funny because the series on Netflix called Altered Carbon, the second series, sorry to spoil it a bit, but when she goes into the oceans, the water, she remembers stuff. And I think regains a bit of power. So just saying. Yeah, water is life, exactly. Final countdown, we're headed to Venus. I don't think we're headed there. I think we're bringing the energy in. I think everything's about bringing the energy in. That's what I personally think. You know, if we ever do, then fanfare and how fantastic. But I personally think it's to do with the energies that we draw from above, down below. As above, so below. Because there's energies on earth and energies above, and you can bring them in to work together in a balance. But if we don't know how to work them, it can mess things up a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, I'd say you can purify your water by putting it in sunlight and putting intentions on it and speaking to it. If you've done the Dr. Emoto experiment yourself with rice, you will see it works. I've done it twice on YouTube, so I could say I could do it here again, but I don't need to, because like I said before at the beginning of this stream, people need to stop like going, oh yeah, show us again then. No, tell you what, go and do it yourself. You can only prove something to yourself with the experience you're having if you actually do it yourself. And if you don't know what that is, go on YouTube, look for Dr. Emoto's rice experiment. You can do it with rice. I've done it twice on here. Basically, you cook rice, you put it in a container that you can see the same amount in the same different containers. You can have 3 or 2. I think I had 2, love and hate, or you can have love, hate, and then the other one you ignore. Every morning for say 60 seconds, you project loving energy on one, you speak to it, I love you, all those lovely, beautiful words. And then with the second one of hate, you can shout anything at it. Anything. You can say, hey, Hillary Clinton. You're just horrible to it. And then the last one, if you do 3, you just ignore it. You will see a change in that rice and which one stays the more sort of nicest compared to the other. And you will see it. I've done it. Yeah, and Dr. Emoto is out there, you know. I had the Dr. Emoto's book, but I don't think I've got it anymore. It was upstairs in one of my kids' bedrooms. Maybe I'll have to try and find it. But if you don't know, you can put intentions on water. The crystals change into really beautiful crystals, water crystals, when it's spoken to of like meditating on or speaking those loving words. But if you don't and you say like Hitler or death or horrible words, they deform and they're all horrible. So think about it. When the mainstream media put you in fear with certain words and you're thinking about, this is how it works. You're thinking about, oh, that goes into your bodily waters and is sort of like disfiguring your cells and putting you in disease, because you can clearly do the experiment yourself. So if it works on water, lakes and things, they did meditation on lakes and water, what's it doing to your bodily waters, people? When you're in that form of fear and hate mode and saying nasty things to yourself, which is your cells, your body. Be kind to yourself. This is what we say about loving yourself. So just saying, makes sense when you think about it. But I have been shouting that out for a while. I have done the rice experiments here on YouTube. So this is the book. I'm just trying to show you. The healing power of water. This is what we're trying to say. Water. Yeah, holy water, exactly. Put your intentions on it. You don't need a priest to give you holy water. See? And these are how the crystals come out, water crystals. When something beautiful said on it, like a snowflake, look at it. Geometric, beautiful design creator. So that's Dr. Emoto. I always say that. The healing power of water. You know, and it's not that day. Dr. Emoto. So, fabulous. So I hope that might have made sense to people with the whole thing, which I have shouted out quite a few times, with your bodily waters. As above, so below. There's waters above, there's waters below. There's waters out there in the 3D, there's waters within us. What is water? Like a crystal fluid? We've never really known what it is properly. It's like the orbs that come in, and when we see stars in the sky, when everyone says, oh, they look like luminaries shining through the waters above. Yeah. And to me, the orbs are a bit like, that's what they remind me of, little floating like memory bubbles. Name is memory bubble, like little memory bubbles, little bubbles. So that's how I see it. Absolutely, totally makes sense to me. Water, the fabric of consciousness. Exactly. And the reason why it is the fabric of consciousness, if you know about the word, I'm probably going to get this mixed up. In the ancient Egyptians' times, the water sign that goes like a zigzag like this was called Mem, or something like that. It means water, memory, water. Water holds memory. And that's why they're saying when you put an intention on water, it holds that intention. So be careful how you speak to your body. Like I said about Dr. Joe Dispenza, about healing yourself from within, you must speak and believe and feel it within. That's how it works. So just saying, went off on a tangent there. Didn't know I was going to start talking about Dr. Emoto, but I'm just going with the flow. And that's why we say going with the flow, I think, is like water. We're just going with the flow. That's why I don't write a lot of things down when I'm coming to say something. Sometimes I do to jog my memory, water, but normally I don't. And I didn't know I was going to say this, but I'm going with the flow. I'm not putting up a resistance, you know. I'm just going with the flow. Like people say, there's people in different countries that are boatmen, and how they get down the rivers, dead choppy rivers, is they actually go with the flow of the water or whatever. They don't try and go against it. You try and go against it, you're going to get smashed up on the rocks. So just saying, I'm in the flow. That's why I normally don't come into chat when I'm in the flow, and I do talk quite fast, and I've got to learn how to calm down. But when I'm in the flow, it's coming in and I just have to get it out. I've always been like that. I'm always like, I need to... So, you know. Thank you, Effie. Don't forget to check out Prime Disclosure, because I always watch him in the morning and think it's great because it always matches up the day after to what I was thinking anyway. So, just saying, I am thinking of making something soon that if I make it, it's going to be pretty fun. And then I might make something into, so I can't even say yet. I don't want to say yet, but it'd be pretty funny. Water dictates our weather. Yeah, and if you think about it, we know they have weather weapons and they do certain stuff, and then we're having a lot of rain at the minute, and it is raining. But I also see it is cleansing. So just saying. Yeah, water seems to conduct for orbs and spirits captured loads when misty. Yeah, because I think I see this space as a fluid, like a water, but not the way we see it. The little tiny particles and stuff. But when it's misty, and that's why a lot of spiritual people have a lot of sprays. People I know that I watch on YouTube have a lot of sprays, and they'll say it's a spiritual spray, and it's bringing this sort of spray in because they're putting that intention out of there of that energy that once resided or that consciousness. It's like it travels through water. But this is a sort of water. It's just not as dense. That's how I sort of see it. I can't explain it, but we live in the living, breathing waters. You know, yeah, warm water detract. Yeah, directs the hurricanes. Yeah, and they use that technology. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the thing I can't tell you about, I can tell you, but I want to leave it as a surprise. It's only something fun. It's just I don't know how long it's going to take me, so I don't want to go. Oh yeah, I'm doing this, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's something I'm going to make. But I was watching something today. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm just going to try and do it because I think it'll be quite hilarious. Um, and I'm not saying if I can make it. I know I can make it. I definitely know I can make it. It's just that I've never done it before. So it's going to be pretty fun. Because Aya Tapper, yeah, I wasn't coming on. It's just, I just was out and thought I just need to say something. And Tapper doesn't even know and he won't know. I'm going to make something. And it's just to bring a bit of fun in. Because we need a bit of fun. It's the energy of fun, of enjoyment. That is a frequency that will help your cells, yourself, big up in that good vibration because there's a lot of it, out there. They're trying to pull your cells down. So if they admitted something out there, like 5G, which I don't even feed into that, it's going to bring you down because you're in a lower vibrating. I see it as you're in a lower vibrating vibration, and that means your guard's down. You're not fully like powering up, your little solar being. So I'd say get out in the sun when you can, even though the weather's naff. I sat on the back doorstep the other day with a brew and caught a bit of the sun. I drink distilled water, but put your water in the sun. Put good intentions on your sun. If you can put in good intentions on the rice and you see it and you actually do that experiment yourself, do it on your water every morning and then drink it. No, I won't be telling you, Tapper. It's just a crafty thing. I'm not telling anyone. So no. So what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to go and get my breakfast. And I'm going to go and chill out. I'll probably talk to you later, Tapper. I won't be talking to you yet because I've just got to finish something I had to finish off for college that this thing that I'm doing, I finished, but it was just a little bit of extra that I've got to do and take in this week. But no, it's just a fun thing. I don't want to tell anyone because I want to leave it as a surprise. Like I've got to make sure I've got the materials in. There's a little thing for you. But I just thought, I can do this. This will bring a bit of fun in, because that side I've got no fun in. They haven't even got a funny bone. Do you know what I mean? The soulless. But like I said, if you watch ARES, that's how it spells it. So I don't know what that says, airs or something. Series on Netflix, called, that's what it's called. It's about a secret society. And they're purging all this black goo. You know the black goo? Yeah, because they've sold the soul and there's all, and I'm like, I've got into it a bit and I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, what's all this about? They've got something trapped. I thought, or did they trap the thing that was going to go for the soulless and they've kept it trapped because they know one day it will be freed. I sort of see that as Sophia myself, But keep your eyes to the sky. Check Tapper's channel out because the Venus video he's captured is ace. And someone said a comment of, you got to bless these people, really, haven't you? Why don't you try and put your camera in focus? Oh my days, do people not realise that that's what a real star looks like? And you can see the star shape in the middle anyway. Hello, it's a vibrating celestial living being. answering the phone because I don't know who it is, but last time, 3 times this week, I've had an energy company, before I go, ring me up to say, do you want a smart meter? You're having a smart meter. We're going to come round with an appointment and we're going to put a smart meter in. And I'm like, no, you're not. I got that peed off last night. They rang me about 8 o'clock at night, said it was recorded, and I got really narky and said, I don't want one. You've rang me 3 times. Take me off your list. I don't want one. Can we ask you what? I don't want one. Do you know the benefits? What benefits? 11p a year? No, thanks. I don't want none of that cack in my house, thanks. So I just put the phone down. 8 o'clock at night, you've rang me 3 times to tell me about you coming to put a smart meter in. No, you're not. No, you're not. And I don't want an Alexa either. Thank you very much. Do one. Not interested. I don't consent to it. You don't consent. We've never consented to stuff. They use it as we've took much no notice. That's why we've consented. But really, we haven't consented. Yeah, that phone call as well. Like, sod off. Do one. Jog on. Jog on. Just jog on. I was looking for something, actually. Talk to the hand because the face ain't listening. Do you know what I mean? I'm not listening to you. Do one. I feel sorry for people in them jobs. I could not do that job. And that's another thing where people don't understand what things are doing, but they're in the job, but they don't know. It's not their fault, but when you know, you can't do jobs like that. Like I said, it's not their fault. They don't know. They don't know. So, a year ago, I think it was yesterday, just before I go. Now, in the news, just before we go, federal judge orders Hillary Clinton disposition to address private emails. What private emails? Seth Rich. Still more to learn. Yes. A year ago, yesterday, is when, Trump dropped this. And they said it was a typo. Oh, it wasn't a typo if you know what Q are and if you're not awake to the fact that Trump is part of Q. Oh, I see now that the 2-year Russian collusion case has fallen apart. There was no collusion except it's meant to say by, as in B-Y, crooked Hillary, but it doesn't. It says B-Y-E, except bye Felicia, bye crooked Hillary. And the Democrats, they say, gee, I have an idea. Let's look at Trump's finances and every deal he has ever done. Let's follow discredited Michael Cohen. So that was a year ago, yesterday. And what's just happened? See where it says bye? It's not meant to say B-Y. It is meant to say bye-bye. Bye-bye, Felicia. Jog on. You know where you're going. Only place you're running to is Gitmo, love. So, and then that came out. Federal judge orders Hillary Clinton deposition to address private emails. Still more to learn. Because she never swore last time on the back, on the oath sort of thing. So, it's all happening in it. So, before I go, the virus, what do people think it is? It's a mass world distraction. Because everyone's in fear about it. No one's really looking at, let's not look at what Hillary, we're going to see about Seth. What was the biggest thing they can put out for a mass world propaganda distraction? Oh, yeah. One of them viruses again. I'll tell you, there's a massive virus going on around the world right now. Yeah, the New World Order, going down. I'll tell you about a new virus that's going out. It's called the Trump virus. It's called cognitive dissonance. Boom, boom. The Q virus with the Trump, with the JFK Jr. virus. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's the one we're pushing out. Because that will, that will help you, Have a bit of a drink of the Q medicine and a bit of the Trump fluid and you'll be fine. That's all I'm saying. But I'm going to go because I need to go and get my breakfast. Oh, it's raining again, but I see it as cleansing people. So I'll probably see you sometime at the end of the week. But like I said, I'm not going to be waffling on about this virus again because I just think it's feeding into the consciousness. I mean, feeding in a good way that we're all laughing at it, but it's just not what I want to talk about. I'm finding it really boring now. And I'm just not, personally, me, myself, I'm not saying anyone else, I'm personally finding it boring. Hi, Yolanda. Is it Yolanda Banks? Absolutely. Q sent me, whoop, whoop, yeah. Where we go one, we go all. So I said, I trust the plan. People can think that's whack or not, but I always have done and I've never fell off it. The quantum computer, quantum field, the autists who look at everything from every angle. And then, like I say, example, the quantum computer. Know things before it was going to happen. Think Looking Glass. They know every situation that was going to come out. It's a bit like that film War Games. They know every situation that side would go for if this, and this happened. That's why they haven't even got anywhere near assassinating him. They've tried. They've tried. Well, like I said, Terminator on Netflix, they go back to 2017. Ooh. And then we've got the ARES, that's how you say it, series on Netflix about secret societies. It's very interesting. Some people will see other things, I'll see other things, but when I get through it, I'll be like, probably do a rundown on it, you know what I'm like. But basically, yes, thank you, Tap. If you want to make a coffee donation, it is in chat, PayPal. So thank you. So yeah, just wanted to say, just be aware. I'm not saying it's not a virus because the flu is a virus. And yes, it does kill people who are weak or older, you know, not looking after themselves. I'm basically in fear because fear is one of the biggest things that will bring you down. Hi Ricardo, I'm going now. The only weapon they have got left is mainstream media, propaganda, shite-arsing shiteness of shite, basically, that they want to put out there with visions. Because remember, it's called the tell lie vision because they tell lies in visions. The Chinese wear masks anyway in China because of the pollution. So let's just put that one out there. That ain't nothing new. Even when they're over here, some Chinese people do. They just do because they're so used to doing it in their own country. A whole other reason behind all that was they were going after the protesters that were going against a massive incinerator. So let's get rid of the protesters so nobody knows in China, and let's put Kobe Bryant out there, and let's, you know, with all that happened with him, because the Chinese people love that, because we don't want the Chinese people looking at the fact that what we've been doing over here, so we'll distract over here, because if they're distracting, they'll always be putting something else out. Just like over here with the royals. Not asked about the royals, never have been. It's all distraction. So I'll see you very soon. Where we go one, we go all. Keep your vibes up and just, you know, stop feeding into the fear machine, because that's what it is. The fear machine, the beast machine. The beast machine's going down because we've said worldwide no more. So see you soon. Oh yeah, it's little man's birthday tomorrow. He's very chuffed that he's 5, even though you'd think he was about 30 the way he goes on. I'm sure he's from not here because, oh my days, yeah. So, hi Critical Thinker. So anyone who's just come in, I'm going now. So we've got Critical Thinker, Effie, Dave Mordy, Tapper, Ricardo, Kath. We had National Memorial Gardens. We've got Yolandi. I don't know if it's Yolandi, is that how you say it? Yolandi, Michael, Memory Bubble, Tapper, did I say Dave? Joe Stewart, First Munch, Donna. Sorry, I'm scrolling up, so I might miss some people out. Tom. Oh my God, Tom! I can't believe I didn't see that. The Final Countdown. Was that what I was singing this morning? I got a song in my head. Don't know if it was the Final Countdown. It's their Final Countdown. There was a song that came in my head this morning. No, it wasn't that one, and it was... Oh, I can't remember. It'll probably come back to me. And I had a mega weird dream last night, but I can't remember it. I just know it was weird. Elmo, Maria, Cassie... Did I say Michael? Bonnie, Gilbert, AUS, and I can't scroll up that far, so anyone who's in,
listening as well behind the scenes, who doesn't normally come in. Yolan, French. My name Janine is French because my real name's not Dolly, it's a nickname, but Janine. Yes. So, what day is it anyway? Oh yeah, Tuesday. So, hopefully, I'll be seeing you sometime at the end of the week. And I'm going to try and start putting this thing together that I want to have a bit of fun with. But I'm not telling anyone, even Tapper. So, see you all soon. Where we go on, we go on. Don't forget, try the Dr. Emoto water experiment with rice. If you don't know about it, go and look it up on YouTube. Try it. Do the experiment yourself so you can see for yourself and experience how you can do things with your mind that they didn't want us to know. So, yay. So, smell you later, guys. Bye.